right, it's time for the good stuff. A toddler saved by a firefighter. That is a little girl, a 4-year-old, that falls out of the back of a bus. Why the heck was that door open? All right, that's a question for another day. You see this off-duty firefighter there in Arkansas, Ryan Ciampoli, a volunteer firefighter, trained EMT, driving behind the bus, stopped and ran to her rescue. Ryan joins us now. Thank God you were the guy in that location for that god-awful situation. When you saw that door open and that body fall out, what did you think?
You know, my heart sank. That is definitely something you don't see. Heck, that's the first time I've ever seen it in my life in person. And it didn't look real. I had to do a double take. It was definitely caught me off guard.
So Ryan, when you get to her, she was unconscious. Did she wake up in your arms?
Yes, ma'am. When I walked over and knelt down to her, I started talking to her, and she lifted her arm up at me when she heard my voice. But when I first walked up, she was completely unconscious.
Now, it was important for you. You were explaining why you did what you did. Obviously, you're an EMT, you're a trained first responder. Ordinarily, you tell the rest of us, leave them alone when you see somebody have that kind of trauma. You felt you couldn't in that situation. Why?
Well, that day, there's a couple reasons. One, that day it was, around 80 degrees. So I know that the pavement was very warm. So right there, it's going to be doing more damage and just inflicting more pain on this poor little girl than she's already been through. Another is, she fell directly in the middle of Highway 65 in Harrison, Arkansas, which is a busy highway that runs through the town there. So I couldn't let her lay there and, another car come and run her over, run us both over, and all the other people that had stopped. So I made that split-second decision to, get her out of that bad situation.
And to move her. And I know that you used your car to block traffic from coming and running you guys over. Now, we don't see the bus that she fell out of. Did it drive away? Did they not know that a little girl had fallen out of the back?
That's been going through my head as well constantly. I've been seeing this video. I play it over and over and over. It hasn't escaped my memory since it's happened. But I look up and the bus is gone, and I'm wondering, how do you not hear it? How do you not see it? I don't know. He must have been. I know the bus was filled with a lot of other school children, headed to church, and so that would take. He's probably tuning out. A lot of kids probably screaming and yelling and having a good time.
God.
Tuning out.
So,
there is the door open the whole time he's driving away. I mean, that has to be a big part of this situation. Those doors are supposed to be locked. You're supposed to be aware. He's driving kids. I mean, that's going to be part of the investigation. That's not your part of this reality. Now, we're told the girl had a broken jaw, but she's okay. Have you been in touch with her since this, or her family?
I've not personally met with them yet. I definitely would love to. I want her to heal and give her all the time she needs, but I would love to reunite with them. So, I've not met with them in person or anything yet, but I would love to.
We'll see if we can make that happen. But I know that you have advice for other people. Not everybody, of course, is a trained EMT. Not everybody would know what to do. But for everyone, what advice do you give them today?
Like I tell everyone, I'm a big advocate. EMS is a passion of mine. It gets in your blood, and you just can't help but help people. I'm a natural civil servant, and I always have been. I want everybody to at least take from this something. Take a first responder class. Take a first aid class, CPR. Right. You never know when someone can be choking and you can save their life, or stop breathing and no pulse, and you start CPR and bring them back. I urge everyone to do that, because there's a lot of things that happen in this crazy world. As you can see, I never imagined that would have happened to me. Right. Just driving down the road.
Well, that's great advice, Ryan. We're so glad that you were there in that situation. Thanks for sharing it with us, and we will see if we can obviously get a status report on the little girl for you and for everyone.
I'm sure that family would be dying to meet you. You did something. He was the right man at the right time for that little girl.
Gosh, what an angel. All right, time for CNN Newsroom with Poppy Harlow and John Berman.